All right, the SPY right back up to basically all-time highs. A narrow range today. I mean, look how narrow today's range was. But if I go to 5-minute candles, you will see that when the FOMC minutes came out at 2 p.m., it tanked and then ripped higher, flagged and ripped higher. So pretty strong close, sitting right at all-time highs. So impressive. Having said that, trading has not been very easy for me. And I was just, somebody said, hey, what names got you today? I said, well, the real name that got me was Mike, who was that idiot at the keyboard. I ended up getting an afternoon trade in that GLBS that really bailed out my day. But overall, trading's been a little bit tough this week. So here's what, speaking of GLBS, here's what I have to watch. It massive volume on this thing. I actually called this after this first pop. I said, wow, that is actually really good volume for GLBS, and GLBS can really move when it moves, right? I mean, if you look at that, almost 200,000 in 5 minutes, and then the 5 minutes before 100,000, 5 minutes after 100,000, that is massive volume. When, looking back the last several days, look how that dwarfs any kind of volume there. So I thought something might be up. Pretty clean pullback to flush the stops that were under a buck, right? So I called it literally a 5-minute buy setup over this candle. 101, worst case stop, 96 cents. Look at that. Never came back to the 101 and gave a nice little flag to buy here. I actually mentioned an afternoon flag to buy here. I actually bought it here and then bought it again here. So I had two nice trades in it and a very strong close. So it goes back on watch. I mean, that's huge volume for this one. I mean, look what it did back here. I don't expect it to do that again, but maybe folks will start to think, hey, maybe this thing's finally got a bottom in, and this could be good trading or good to watch for the next several days. GES, there's really nothing compelling here except in after hours. Right now it's trading at 1160, so a really nice gap up. I'm assuming it's earnings. I didn't even look. I just know it's going to be a potential gap and go tomorrow. We'll see, depending on how it sets up, right? Bear with me a second here. Okay, so that's GES. PULM. Got some, it's still after this big pop. It's still kind of flagging. It got to go to 15-minute candles here. It did get some interesting volume. See that in the afternoon. I never called a trade in it, but now it's kind of interesting over 3. Looking at this on a 15-minute chart, really nice volume here. Lower high, lower high, lower high, and now you're starting to put in, maybe higher lows. Great support at 270. So back through 3 tomorrow. This one could challenge that recent high of 318, and if you get over that, anything could happen. So there it is on 60. So PULM is kind of interesting to me. It feels like this pop here kind of marked a bottom, and now we're flagging. So I'd love to see this long over 3 maybe. TCS, come on. All right, well, it's not populating. It's supposed to show you that it closed at 551-ish. I don't know why it's not populating. Let's see if I can click. There we go. Nope, there we don't go. Oh, brother. Anyway, this gapped up and went to almost $6 today. I don't know why my chart's doing this. See if I go to 60. Well, there you can see it on 60s, 15s. Let's go back to the daily and see. It just, yeah, isn't that goofy? I only pay like 160 or 70 a month for these charts, so you wouldn't expect much from them, right? Anyway, let's just look at it on 60 cents. So you had this big pop, and it went over 6 and ended up closing around 558. So I definitely want to watch this one for a second day play. All right, I apologize that the daily chart's not working there. That is bizarre to me, but what are you going to do? Dynegy gapped up about 4 sessions ago, sold off, found support at that $8 area, and then started to turn back up. So it's kind of interesting over today's high, right? There's that flush, then a bounce, and you really kind of flagging since then. So I like it up over this flag tomorrow with a proper setup. CBLI, quiet inside day. You had the big breakout here. And, I mean, because it had 40 million back here, it looks like there was almost no volume on this breakout yesterday. But let's see. It was, well, it's still 750,000 shares yesterday. And today, kind of a quiet inside day. Sometimes you get a third day play. So I'm going to put that one back on watch. MNKD. I still like this one. This pop, lower high, and then another pop. And you see the volume on these green days. And now we're kind of flagging. No trades in it today, but it did give, let me go to 5s. Did give an interesting volume spike here, which put it on my radar, and then it did nothing the rest of the day. So I kind of like this 135, 136-ish. Up in this area, it might retake that that high from the other day, which was 142. And if you get over that, maybe we retest this. So I like MNKD. The chart's fairly handsome. And then this one's kind of obscure, but POLA, a relatively new issue, and then just got decimated here. Seems to have put in a higher low here from all-time lows. And let's see. Well, hold on a minute here. Yeah, see my charts are acting goofy. Only 363,000 today, but that dwarfs the last few weeks. So it's an obscure play, and there's a strong chance I won't trade it because I have a feeling now that I see the volume, it's going to be kind of thin and spready. But we'll see. I'm going to keep it on radar. I certainly like some of these others better, and hopefully we'll find a gap or two as well. Now remember, when the market when it puts in these narrow range days and intraday, things are pretty choppy and things aren't following through long or short. It's really, really important to recognize that, and you want to come out on the other side of that with all your money intact, right? With your equity, your account intact. So keep that in mind. I've adjusted my position size downward, and I'm killing trades even quicker than usual that don't work. For a penny or two loss, whatever, because I'm playing defense first. When we come out on the other side of this and things start really moving again. I don't want to be playing catch up. I don't want to have to get back to where I was. So I'm still very, very close to highs for the year. I took a nasty intraday hit today. I hit my daily loss limit and then took that one more trade in GLBS. And I probably shouldn't say this because it goes against what I teach, because the daily loss limit dictates that you have to walk away. And I didn't. I took one more trade and actually got myself to like plus 100 today or something, which is pretty good considering how far down I was. So I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. I'm going to trade a lot more carefully going forward and be thankful to the trading gods that I got away with a day like I did today. But certainly be careful out there and play defense first. It's always a good idea. All right, I'm done babbling. See you tomorrow.